Hello, my name is Kieran Peters and I am working with C++ in a group for CA1 for Year 3 with William Song. And basically I'm going to take you through an overview of the classes and some of the file I/O operations. First we have a class called FileRead, which actually accepts this file as a link in our game, which can be substituted for anyone as long as you keep to the format of 21 lines here. And a room number has to be provided, which is written in the room overview. And the room has all these vectors as well, which is notes, keys, containers, doors, enemies and weapons, which are then set in the main game and are removed to a list size of 0. It's how we check whether the enemies are gone, and we can also keep track of how many weapons there are in the game and all that, so all the objects are linked into the room and all the classes are here on the side for that. So for the file I/O, we have the file read file, which is just used for the descriptions. It loops around 21 times, multiplied by the room number, so 0 is our intro, so it does not skip any text, and it reads the first 21 in after that. So if you're in room 3, it skips 3 lines of text, which is the intro, and the first 2 rooms, and the third room it's actually printed and displayed. And we have this kind of check so that we don't actually print out 21 lines in case they're blank. For example, you can see that the escaped is not going to have any text, so we don't want a big load of space every time a new room is entered. This shows every time a room is changed. For another file I/O section, I had to actually generate the rooms, which is done by tags, which is like note, door, 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 and then you put them in the room last, so because all the vectors have to be done. So the way the tag works is then it just clears the vectors out after it's made the new room and it's ready to go again. Containers have a object vector, and in the container you have to put container key and container weapon first. That's also in the loop. So first you create those and you push it into the object's container, and when you call container you get the name and the colour out, which is a multiple for all these. These are booleans for the doors to be locked and unlocked. And when you put the container in, you clear that container of objects out after you've created it, and it's ready to go afresh in an endless loop.
Hello, now I'm going to introduce some basic classes in our project Hunt House. First one is object class. Generate class for all objects to inherit from. Base method common to all objects in our game. In this class, needs default constructor to declare list of objects for the game inventor. The virtual function is defined to be implemented by derived classes of this class. Next, I will show the map of our game. You can clearly see which direction you should go, where you start, and which tools you can find in each room. The node class is a description for the content. When you are playing our game, if you meet something that you don't know how to do with it, node can give you a tip, and you can follow the tip to get solution. If you move wrong direction, the node will show the error message, and if you are a new beginner, you don't know how to play this game, the node always can show you the introduction for you. The last class I would like to introduce is K class. K is used to unlock some doors during our game. Only one way to open each room is using different keys. In our game, we design 3 keys, which are hall key, basement key, bathroom key. Outdoors conditions are locked. If you cannot find a key for each room, then you cannot go in. In the meantime, the node will show you message about the key. You have to find this key and take it. Then you go to the room and use it. Okay, thanks for your attention. That's our project. Thank you.